Before we get started here, there's a little kind of Mariners mania going on around here. We've been watching and pulling for them and see that good signs, when you don't even play and you move up, and that's pretty good, So we're just rooting for them, and Coach Service and those guys come around and have a great finish to the season. So it's kind of fun. I hope everybody turns out and makes it crazy at the stadium for them and has a blast finishing this thing up.
Pete, how's Tyler doing?
He practiced today. Yeah, we rested him during the week, and he had a bunch of treatment, and he feels good.
Is that a different issue that he had coming out of the Minneapolis game? He's listed with a hip injury.
It's been bothering him a little bit for some time, in and out. So that it is. I think it's basically the same thing.
Is Gerald still in isolation?
Yeah.
So you don't expect him back for a while?
Not yet. No, he's got what he has to do is he has to test negative on back-to-back days. Hasn't done that yet.
So Gerald's vaccinated?
Yes.
But so he can't play Sunday?
As of today, not testing negative. Yes, he can't.
DK Metcalf showed up on the injury report yesterday. What?
Let me hold back on that one. Maybe if it's Saturday, Sunday, because I was just holding out hope for the report right there. That's what I was waiting for. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I think he's. I'm not sure. Well, let's check because you need two back-to-backs to get out.
But so he's going to travel with you guys in the event that maybe he does.
No, he's gonna materialize in the Bay Area here if he passes the test.
DK Metcalf showed up on the report yesterday. What?
He's got a sore foot. We just rested him. He was out there today.
What about D. Eskridge?
It's going to be. I'm not sure he's going to make it. We got to wait and see what happens. Tomorrow. We're still talking about it.
Has he had like a setback in the protocol for that, or is coming back from concussion, or how's he?
No, he passed the protocol on Wednesday. And so he sat out Wednesday to do that. Had a really good day yesterday at practice, but we just don't know that it's right to bring him back yet.
You signed Philip Dorsett to the practice squad. So you got it. Obviously, he's got some experience in your system and all that. So you got a guy that can help you.
Yeah, he jumped right back out here. He's had a couple of great days here. We're really happy to see him. He's really fast, as always. He does pick up our stuff really quickly because he's got the background with us, and it won't take him another week before he's competing with our guys, for playtime and trying to get up and get on a game field.
Is Colby able to play?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do expect him to play. Not sure on the other guys. Wouldn't want to really make you think that I'm going to tell you everything.
I was going to say, with Brandon Shell out, is Cedric in a position to jump in this week, or?
He has a chance to, yeah.
You think that's going to be a long-term thing with Brandon?
No, it's not. It's not a real serious ankle injury. He's almost there right now. He just couldn't quite get it. And it might be, he's shooting for Thursday night, and that might be the chance. But if he doesn't make it, then he'll be back for sure after that. So we'll just have to see how it goes.
What about Benson and Alton?
We're on Alton. We got to wait and see. We'll run him in game day to make sure he's okay. He's got a real good chance. Benson, kind of in the same boat. He's barely. He's close. He's close to making it back, but he's barely getting back if he does.
After Everett tested positive, did your whole team get another test the day after to be sure, or how does that go?
No, we tested on Wednesday, as we have, and because we were all in good shape then, we didn't have to.
You said earlier in September there were 2 guys unvaccinated. Is that number still the same?
Is this self-explanatory? You don't have to give them a wake-up call or reminder on the vigilance to this virus, or did you have to re-circle the efforts on that this week? We did review the efforts, in a sense, because it is a true wake-up call for a team that's just been skating along here, going so well. So it couldn't have been more obvious, And so we talked all about it, and our guys were appreciative of how we're handling it because they realized what would have happened had we only been testing like the league wanted us to test on Mondays, So we're very fortunate, and so everybody's on it. Yeah, we're paying strict attention. The numbers are going down around the country, and that's a good sign. But we can't back off in any area. I know you're
doing?
only worried about your own team, but do you know if you're the only team in the league that does 2 times a week test?
Well, if you guys want to write about it, it's a really good reason why we do. And we just look what just happened. You know, it was whatever.
How's Carroll doing?
He's fine. He doesn't feel bad. He doesn't feel sick or anything. You know, he's not asymptomatic at this point.
How did you feel about the play of the right tackles last week? The two.
Did okay. They made it through it. Got pushed a couple times on upfield rushes, but basically held in there pretty good for first time going over there on the right side. Jamarco had a good week this week, and Jake continues to do a nice job there too. You know, and having Cedric back is really a boost to that opportunity. We'll see how that works out.
How have you felt the teams responded this week after last week?
Been very serious, very tuned in, and our effort on the field has been as good as it's been all year, and that's everybody feels it, and you can just tell there's just another step to them that they've picked up, and so it made for a really good week of competitive work.
Looks like Kerry Hyder made it back. Okay.
Yeah. He had some test he had to clear today, but I think he practiced the last couple of days and looked good, so I think he's fine.
On DK, you said sore foot. Was that something that came up in practice, or just something just a sore foot?
No, I think he's felt it for some time, but hasn't reported it. And so it's just something that we just want to make sure and take care of.
How'd your corners respond to this
When I say he hasn't reported, I mean there was no reason to for him. I'm sorry.
How'd your corners respond this week in practice?
This was a good competitive week. Sydney had a particularly good week, and Trey was battling too. So I'm anxious to see our play this weekend. We need to do more as we do in all areas, but I'm anxious to see what happens this week. I think we're going to be better.
Is Sydney going to play on defense?
You'll see.
Anything else? How did Leslie?
Very competitive. This guy's a really interesting player. He's got a real style to him. He's kind of on a lot of highlights in our practice. He's doing some good stuff. So I'm glad we have him.
Sorry, Marquise is good, right? Blair?
Yes. Yeah. Ready to go.
Thank you.